Morning again, guys, and we are now live from the promenade deck. They're doing a lot of washing down at the minute, so I'm going to walk through what I can walk through, and we'll see what we can see. But this is do 7 laps of this deck. Good morning. Do 7 laps of this deck. Why do I keep calling it a desk? Deck. That is a mile, which I'm going to do my 7 laps exactly the same time. Good morning.
Morning.
Thanks. You'll have seen it was a lot lighter this morning. Sorry. It was a lot lighter at this time. The hours went forward, the clocks on the ship went forward last night. So obviously an hour's less sleep, which doesn't bother me. But it's made a huge difference with the light. I'm sort of making my way towards the front. I think when we come around this corner, it's going to be quite windy because I didn't think I'd be able to get up here. I've obviously taken some of the ropes down now to allow for this. I'll show you the Lido deck. Here we go. So this is the sort of deck 16, the Lido deck, and you can sort of see that is where we're going, directly in front where the golf balls are, but it is pitch black. So we are on this side of the ship, which is sort of the coast side. You can't see any land at the minute, but I promise you it's out there. And this is where the sun will be coming up from as well when it does start to come up, but no sign of it yet, and it is 6:05 in the morning. Hi to everyone joining up, do make sure you like and subscribe. As I say, this is the 7 lap challenge, and I'm hoping it's not going to take me ages. That'll be my mile, and then I'm going to do the same again when Julia and James get up for our exercise as well, so I've done this twice. The wind feels to me like it's calmed down a bit, even from when I first sort of came up sort of half an hour ago, which is why I think they've sort of lifted the ropes so you can do this walk, because earlier I couldn't even get up here to do this, which is why I sort of did the first live from the atrium. We are currently on P&O Britannia, and we are off the coast of Portugal at the minute. We're heading down into the Mediterranean for 14 nights. We've had 2 nights already. This is the second full day, and this is the second sea day. We had celebration night last night, which is where you get dressed up. It's such a shame, I say, can't really see much at the minute, but I promise you that's where the sun should be coming from later. So we're coming up to the end of lap 1 of 7. Feel free to ask any questions, let me know where you're watching from, what you're up to today, all that sort of stuff. If you've joined me before when I do my live strolls with Azra, which is our dog at home, you will know we do this most days. There's something out there with some lights, not quite sure, maybe another ship, I'm not quite sure, can't really see it on this picture, but it's definitely out there. So yeah, geographically, I think we're probably sort of off the coast of sort of Vigo, that sort of area. It was quite sort of choppy last night and into this morning. which I thought the worst bit would actually be the Bay of Biscay, but we came through there and it was relatively calm. It seems to be, since we've sort of hit the coast of Portugal, that it started to be a bit more choppier. So yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? You never quite know with the Atlantic what you're going to get. Hopefully it's not the Titanic. Don't dislike me that much, do you guys? It's a lovely, lovely ship. If you were with me sort of 15 minutes ago, you'd have seen the atrium when I was down there, which is sort of the main sort of meeting point, as it were. But I didn't know whether I'd be able to get up here and do another live. And I may even do one later when it gets a little bit lighter as well. If you're interested, just hit the like and subscribe and the bell, and you will know when we are live. But a little bit more wind on this side. Now this is the side of the ship that's between the land and the ship, whereas that side is open sea, so I'm quite surprised this is the windier side, to be honest with you. I was hoping for a little bit of light at some stage. I'm sure it will get light at some stage. There you go, there's the signage, tells you what we're on. All good for missteps, this, guys. All good for missteps. And when you're on a cruise ship and you can eat as much as you like, getting exercise is probably a very good idea. We've not been stupid with food. I've been very good over the last sort of 7 to 8 weeks before this cruise. I've lost over 1.5 stone of weight. Not because of just coming on the cruise, because I needed to. Hi Samantha, thanks for the like. Do make sure you like and subscribe as well, because there's going to be plenty more of these. We've got 6 ports we're going to be going to: Cadiz, Mallorca, Sardinia, Ibiza, Cartagena, and then Gibraltar. So there's going to be lots of lives, lots of vlogs coming up. Do keep an eye on the channel, because I'm going to try and bring as much to you as I can. Probably a bit more entertaining when, thanks for the like there, appreciate that. More entertaining when I've got the rest of the Triple J crew with me, because you probably get bored of listening to me. And usually when I'm out with a dog, there's something to see, but apart from enjoying this lovely ship, hang on, let's just have a quick look over here as we move into lap 3. Little jacuzzi there, and you can't really see it, but that is the wake where we've come from. As I say, yesterday morning we had a lovely sunrise about this time. No such luck this morning. Might get the sunrise from the balcony this morning. So we are into now lap 3 of our 7-lap stint, and it's now, what's it, coming up to 6:15 in the morning. I'm actually quite shocked that there isn't any sun beginning to peek through, but you never quite know, do you? So yesterday morning it was perfect. Try not to get in people's way. Cruise is 14 nights. This is the second full day. We left on Friday about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the end. So this is the second full day. Tomorrow will be port day, Cadiz. No trips booked for there because we've actually been to Cadiz before. So we're actually just going to come out for a nice walk. Yeah, it was beautiful, and thanks for returning to the channel. I will try and get it from the balcony when I go back down. once I finish my laps. So if I can, I will certainly get on another live for that coming up, because yeah, it was really beautiful yesterday morning. I will absolutely agree. And if you've ever joined me with my dog walks, you all know I make a massive thing of sunrises. At this time of year, you got to, haven't you? When you got nice mornings, not the cloudy winter mornings. So yeah, it was amazing yesterday morning. Best time to see a sunrise is when you're at sea. So they say. I suppose that's right, isn't it? Because you see it come over the event horizon. In most cases, completely an unbridled view. So yeah, definitely. No, this is P&O Britannia. And as I say, we're going on a Mediterranean cruise over the next 14 nights. Tomorrow is the first port call, which, as I said, is Cadiz. I'm hoping, because as I say, the sunrise should be coming up from the back. We start seeing something as we move back on one of these laps, but absolutely nothing at the minute. And what's it now? As I say, it's just gone it is 6:15. And yesterday, if you were with me, which I think some of you were, 5:05 I was up here, and the sunrise was there. So this is quite a significant shift in the daylight, really. So yeah, it's quite strange. I'm going to try and avoid this man and his hose. They are very, very good at keeping the ship clean and tidy, spick and span, I must say. So the med cruise we are doing, we are currently off the coast of Portugal, near Vigo, I think, geographically, but we will be going to Cadiz, Mallorca, Sardinia, Ibiza, Cartagena and Gibraltar. So I think this is what they classify as the Western Mediterranean cruise. I think if you look at it in a brochure or online, I'm old school, so I still like a brochure every so often. Lap 4, by the way, guys. 3 more to go. Yeah, this would be what's classified as the Western cruise, the sort of Eastern Mediterranean, sort of that's more Greece, Turkey. But I don't think you can do that from Southampton. I think you from the UK you have to do that as a fly cruise, and you go into Valletta in Malta, and yeah, you would go from there. Now the thing with doing the fly cruises, as point of reference, is you have to go on an aeroplane, and of course because you're going on an aeroplane, all of a sudden you get a weight limit, 23 kilos. Because we come from Southampton, there's no restriction on weight. Well, there is a restriction on weight, as in 23 kilos per case, but you can bring as many cases as you like, as long as you can store them. We brought 3 cases, 2 for sort of normal stuff, and 1 for the dresses and the suits and stuff like that. So yeah, there's something to bear in mind, which is why we love coming out of Southampton for that reason. Got the old squidgies out now. Thank you for the like. Try and get past these guys as soon as possible, because they've got their own jobs and work to do as well. So I try and get past them as quick as possible. And yet again, we're going to the windy bit of the ship, which I find quite extraordinary to say, because that, you can't see it, but that's where the land is. Some stars up there. This ship, I think, has got 18 levels, so it's not one of the biggest in P&O's fleet. I think I saw sort of Iona, and it's either Azura or Rio, one or the other. We've got about 20 decks, maybe more, can't remember. But it's big enough, this ship. I mean, this is only sort of the back half that you're watching me do these laps in, because this is the only sort of wraparound bit on the ship, which I like, the sort of the wraparound. You know, Ventura had a complete one that was outside, literally one end of the ship to the other on both sides, which was amazing. But this Britannia does not have that, which is a shame. But finding this little walk, it was really, really good. Cool. I bet that's actually quite an interesting job. I once played football with someone who worked on the ships, and he said no one day was ever the same. So yeah, I bet that's quite an interesting job, actually. So that's where we've come from. As I say, in this very place yesterday, we had easily a lovely sunrise by now. So we are a lot later this morning. And of course, as the clocks have gone forward, so we've lost a bit of time. But that's obviously why we've obviously not got the light yet. So we're moving into, I think this is lap 5. Lost count now, but I think this is lap 5. If you've been with me since the beginning, remind me. This is the arena on the left-hand side there, where you can do sort of five-a-side football. And I just walked past the Southampton Football Club. They do sort of football practice in there as well for the different levels of kids, ages I mean, not as in ability. If you didn't know, Julia and myself, more Julia now, because I've had to step back a little bit, but we both run and managed a football team from when James was under 6 up until last season, which was under 14s. But I have taken a step back, still involved if required, but there's a new chap managing it, and yeah, James certainly enjoys his football, and I think he's actually, if I'm honest with you, has definitely improved as a player. And I think the reason for that is this last season is purely and simply, I think when it's your parent barking out instructions, not just at you but at your mate, sometimes you get sort of a little bit, not embarrassed, but I don't know what the phrase might be, but he's certainly come on leaps and bounds since I've been more spectating, which is good. So yeah, we are halfway around lap 5. Still no sun, still no light yet. Just wind, not from me, from the sea. My watch is actually telling me I've done 1.44 miles. Now I think that must be taken into consideration the walking I'd done prior to coming up here, because 7 laps is supposedly the mile up here. So my watch is either talking junk or that's how it's measuring it. You can't really see it on this picture, but it does look like we are beginning to maybe get a little bit of light in the distance. Perhaps by the end of lap 6 or lap 7 we might see something. But yeah, it's not really coming out on this camera very well. Probably still looks pitch black. I can see that's exactly what it looks like, but I can see there is the beginnings of a little bit of light beginning to come. If you have been with me since the beginning, thank you very much. You are iron men and iron women of the live chat, especially as there's not much to see Out to sea, that is. Poet, and I didn't know it. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. It sounded like Wallace and Gromit. I don't know how to take that. Never been told that before. I've said a lot of the time I sound like I'm half asleep, which I suppose is surprising. Not surprising, understandable. But no, never Wallace and Gromit, so perhaps I'll take it as a compliment. Right, so we're now on lap 6. And as you can see, most of the washing down now they've done. So hopefully I'm not going to be getting in anyone's way now. Got a decent amount of people watching this morning, which is great. Thank you very much. As I say, do make sure you're liking and subscribing, because there's going to be loads more material coming out. This is actually the second live of the morning. If you want to catch up with the other one, that was in the atrium area of the ship, which is sort of the main meeting point. You saw a bit more in the ship. And then there's going to be vlogs coming out. The first vlog of embarkation day and sort of the first sort of impressions of the ship will be coming out at 5 o'clock tonight UK time. So it depends on where you're watching from. Seems to be getting a lot of people now watching from all areas of the world, which is great. Just had notification that Arvia, which is one of the bigger ships, has just arrived at Southampton. So halfway around lap 6, guys. So by the time we get to the back of the ship, we'll have one more lap to do together. And then depending on what there is to see, when I come back up here with Julia and James, in about an hour or so's time, I might do another one. Wait and see. There's more people joining up all the time. So we still, maybe I was clutching at straws saying there was glimmers of light, because there certainly isn't at the minute. It looked like there was. Maybe I was hoping. But I promise you guys, this is a ship and there is sea all around us. But you can't really see much. There is a little bit of glint of light beginning to come, but I think I'll probably do the sunrise from the balcony as opposed to up here, because it's going to be a while yet, I think. What have we got here? What other comments have we got, apart from being sounding like Wallace and Gromit? This is not the poop cruise, hopefully. So there is a bit of light now beginning to come. You can see it. There is a little bit of light there. So it is coming, guys. As I say, today is going to be quite a relaxing day. Got a Grand Prix on a little bit later, which we'll be able to watch either in Brodie's, which is the sort of the English style pub on board, or if it's really busy in there, I'll probably watch it in the room, to be honest with you. It doesn't bother me where I watch it. So we are now starting lap 7. I haven't showed you this, but this is the golf nets in there. Just see the steam coming out the funnels up there. So you can see which way the wind's blowing, away from the land, out to sea that is. Not going to fib, guys, I'm actually feeling quite puffed now on the final lap. And when you think I normally do 2-mile walks every morning, the difference is when you're on land, it's quite a stable footing. But It's not bad now. It is still a little bit sort of swayy from side to side, but nothing like it was sort of last night for dinner or overnight. God, that rocked you to sleep last night. You felt that for sure. If you are just joining up, do make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that bell button. Geographically, probably at the minute we're off the coast of Vigo, maybe a little bit further down now. I can't look on my phone whilst I'm doing the live, so I can't actually tell you exactly where we are, but that's approximately what it is. So I think we're scheduled to be getting to Cadiz sort of early in the morning. I don't know exactly what time. So yeah, halfway around lap 7, and that'll be my mile done when we get to the other end of the, which will be good. And as you say, there is now a little bit of light, no sun yet. That's still way off. As I say, probably do that off the balcony rather. But yeah, there is a light beginning, and to be honest with you, that is coming out better on the camera than it is to the naked eye. It is not as light as that, as you can see. It really isn't, I can assure you. I reckon by the time I get back down to the room, it might be a bit lighter. Because we're on deck 12. Just to help with the old steps, if there are some steps at the back of the ship, I might walk down the steps rather than I might even keep you with me. Why not? See a little bit of the interior of the ship if you're interested. What have we got here? Bit of advertising there for Jet 2. Like it. I will say, with an aeroplane holiday, and I said this to a couple of people before we came away, you get on an aeroplane, within however many hours, depending where you're going, you get to your destination. At least with cruises, obviously, there's a bit of a sort of build-up to it, which I know to some people might not be great. But no, it's quite relaxing. It's the whole point of it, isn't it, really? Yeah. Right. So we are coming up to the end of lap 7. We'll be going back down in a minute. Morning. Okay, so we're going down the stairs to deck 17. This is where the gym is at the bottom here. I'll show you in there very quickly, as long as there's not loads of people in there, which I doubt there will be. Haven't seen a soul most of the morning. Yeah, a few people in there, so I won't go much further, but yeah, that is the gym in there. To be honest with you, I actually prefer doing the old walk. So this is the steps. I'm not going to go in the lift. Not going to be loads to see walking down these stairs, but get a little bit of an idea, don't you? Deck 16. Morning. I like you all very much, but I wouldn't be doing this going up, I can assure you. Deck 15. Just to give you an idea, we are where the red dot is, and then move along to the front of the ship. We love going there, the crow's nest, but on this particular cruise, after 6 o'clock, it becomes adult only, which is a shame, because obviously, you know, James has made some good mates, so that's good. He's sort of hanging around with some teens. Deck 14 that was, and we will be on our deck. There is no deck 13 for obvious superstitious reasons. Alright guys, good to have had your company this morning, and we will catch up soon. Cheers, guys.